Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Cars. Well, it's going to be difficult to find these. A newer model Mustang GT500 in the upcoming months. So 2021, 1,500 miles on the odometer, blue, black racing stripes. And with 1,500 miles on it, you got to know that there's there's no road wear. How's that? I'm gonna lay it out and say there's no road wear, and then we're gonna look at it closely for a couple minutes and make sure I'm correct. Welcome to Celebrity Cars, folks. We're located in Las Vegas, just off the strip. Come into town, you're a car person, come check us out. We've got, fancy Ferrari sitting right next to you. You get T-Birds and old muscle cars and classic cars and stuff like that. Notice if you watch our videos quite a bit, I don't normally have one of these in my hand. Well, I have one of these in my hand because I don't want to touch this car. I feel like, if my hands aren't completely clean and I touched, I don't want to touch this car. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, I want to make clear that the entire front end of this car has been PPF'd, okay? So the entire front end, the fenders, the hood, the nose, all the way up and across right above the windshield. So the rest of the car has been ceramic coated, but from here forward, the car's been PPF'd. So pretty darn cool, huh? The buyer had his stuff together when he ordered this one and had it cared for immediately. So it's just terrific. So yes, we might find 5, 6, 7 little itty bitty road wear marks in the PPF, but it's PPF. So it's like clear bra. You get it? So even when you park it in the sunshine, any little marks on it over a little small period of time, it has a way of correcting itself from what I understand. So it's pretty cool stuff, unless it's really bad, and then, you might be in a little bit of trouble. But ladies and gentlemen, man, this car is just smoking. I already ran my hand. The moment this car came in, I ran my hand underneath the front end of this fascia all the way across. It hasn't scraped up against anything. So we're good there. This whole front piece up front is just a beautiful black a plastic piece here. And there's no wear on it. There's no marks in it. You can see the reflection of the Cobra. Down here below, all this has been PPF'd as well. See, this is the reason why I have this really cool rag in my hand today, because I'm not going to touch this car with my fingers. It's just not going to happen. So, there's a really small little mark right there that nobody would see but me, because my face is 16 inches from the car. And up here on the hood, right here, is a couple small abrasions just from something flying through the air during its 1,500-mile cruise around the country. So other than that, there's pretty much nothing. And if there was something, and if it wasn't drastic enough, well, the whole front of the car is protected anyway. So let's be clear about that. So see how easy my job is this time around? The headlights are beautiful. Turn signals are beautiful. The windshield is perfection. This whole center grid here, all this black here, if you see anything on it, is pretty much just dust. But this whole insert piece here has been PPF'd as well. So this is all protected. This whole hood is protected. Folks, the reason why I'm doing this is, normally with any car, I don't care how old it is, you'll find some light scratches, like in the clear coat, in the PPF. I'm just factoring in here how perfect this is and making sure that there aren't any scratches that you already have to concern yourself with in the PPF, and there's nothing. So, pretty darn cool. Like I said, I don't want to touch this car. We did just get this in. I haven't had a chance to go over it with a fine-tooth comb. It just came back from our car washer. And it all looks pretty darn good. Up here on the stripes, you see a couple marks up here. I don't know what they are just yet. I'm going to grab some little bit of polish up there. But obviously this has got PPF on it. And then right up here, I don't feel any indentations. I just think it's some crud. and I'll check into it, but it's just very faint. And now I know it's just some crud. I'll get that cleaned off of there. Other than that, it's just absolutely beautiful, folks. The rear windshield, super clear, super shiny, no crud. The rear trunk here, this black wing back here is perfect. This was the main reason that I grabbed the microfiber towel, because of this trunk, and I'm keeping it in my hand, because when you go to pop the trunk, this black panel here, boy, I know you hate it at home too, if you're following along with me and haven't skipped forward yet, but your fingers, if they're dirty just a little, grabbing this will leave an imprint, and then you have to worry about getting it all to match again on this black plastic back here. So I don't want to touch it. I don't want to be the first one to make one of those marks. So yes, in other words, there aren't any marks back here. None, zilch, zero. So it's beautiful. Back here, the license plate, the back bumper, nobody's backed into anything. It's just that the diffuser back here is absolutely perfect. I've already checked all this stuff back here. Well, it's like 3.5-inch exhaust tips coming out of the back at least. Jeez, they're monstrous. Over here, now we don't have to talk about curb rash, Quincy. We don't talk about curb rash today. There is no curb rash on this car. The wheels are in perfect shape. The barrels are nice and clean. You know you get a little backlash here from normal road wear of hauling butt down the highway. There is none of that. Okay, this is all still very fresh, and just a little bit of dust laying around from a microfiber towel from cleaning it a short time ago. There's no scratches getting in and out of the car. Obviously, this window's fabulous. The roof up here, once again, is absolutely beautiful. The windshield's in great shape over here on this side. Nothing to report. No curb rash again. This front fender's absolutely flawless. There's no dings. There's no, hey, 1,500 original miles, 2021 GT500. Made my life easy today, car. Let's look at the power plant. You buy this car today, I'll give you your very own microfiber towel to walk around with. Okay, button. Button. Oh, this is great to have a microfiber towel while you're doing this, folks. User error there, sorry. Well, there you go. GT500s come with these great big motors in them. I'll let you take a look. While you're taking a look, yeah, I know what this car is all about, but my job is to go over the condition, okay? And make sure that you're gonna be happy in case you live on the other side of the country. Right now, you don't want to get on a plane. You just want a new toy in your garage, birthday present, whatever. You've been looking all over for the blue, and I'm telling you that this car is just fabulous. This is not a manual transmission car, folks. This is an automatic car, paddle shifts and all that cool stuff. Just so you know, keep that in mind. Okay, we're gonna close this up. Let's go visit the trunk real quick, because in the trunk is a really cool commemorative box. Again, I'm glad I have my rag on me here. I'd be freaking out right now and telling Quincy to pause the camera. I don't like doing that. Okay, and back here, it looks like he couldn't handle the blue gas cap, so he put a black fancy Shelby one on there, which is cool. Shelby's got a whole bunch of aftermarket products and all that kind of stuff, so he made sure that the original gas cap was back here in the trunk. And you also, when you buy this car, you get the 2021 Commemorative Box. It's a very special thing. It's got a little bit of tools in there. It's got something to put on your desk, and a bunch of facts about your purchase, about your car. Not in relation to this exact car, but into the GT500 itself, just so you know. Okay, now see, you got to reach up here your dirty fingers grab a hold of that black. See? I'm not messing it up for you, folks. Okay. Well, looks like we have a black interior. Some white, off-white accents. Some off-white stitching. Steering wheel looks right out of a race car. And I guess I don't need to tell you, with 1,600 miles on the odometer, I think a coffee mug was in this spot. You don't need to look in the hole. There's no scratches, folks. There's no abrasions. There's no stitching coming apart. The back seat, I'd bet nobody's ever sat back there. Little carbon fiber on the dashboard, which is super cool. We're going to look at the dashboard, and you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm not sure, and I'm going to say this out loud. Once again, I don't like to pause cameras and stuff like that while we do this. If I say something stupid, well, oh well. But I don't think we're going to drive this car. You know why? I want to show you why. Well, number one, because it's new. We don't need to find out if it brakes and it accelerates and stuff like that. We just don't need to do that. So I think I'm going to say, no, we're not driving this car today, but we are going to start it. And after I start it, Quincy, come on over here and I'll show the folks at home why I don't want to drive this car. And this is the reason why I don't want to drive this car. I think 1,500 is a really good number, and I think you should take this home with 1,500 miles on the odometer. Makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, that's pretty cool. Yes, it could have 17 miles on it, I get it. But it's got 1,500 on it. We don't need to drive this car. I already know it runs and operates perfectly. It got here this morning safely, and we found that the 1,500 number should stay exactly that number until you give us a call and take it home. Some monsters. You hear that's whir? Wow, that's awesome. Okay. It's enough playing around. Folks, go to celebritycars.com. Give us a call, 702-818-1031, and we're happy to discuss with you the options. We can look into the car. I'm not sure how much paperwork we have on it. Obviously, it's the real deal, and it's absolutely outstanding. And if you want to know more about it, give us a call. There we have it. That's it, 702-818-1031. It's not going to be here long. We'll see you next time.